is News 4 San Antonio Today, the only local news station with nonstop news.
It is what we do. Good morning. Nonstop news starts right now. We are the only TV station in town commercial free until the top of the hour.
We have you covered this morning. Jeannette has just showed us what's going on with the weather. Everything looking really good.
Good for National Taco Day, which we have been talking about nonstop since we went on the air, and rightfully so. Check in though with Joy. There is an issue, and not even a taco can save this. This is awful.
Ugh. Nope, I don't know what can save this. We've got a live look here on the northeast side of San Antonio. This is going to be a major closure of Loop 410, both directions, starting at Starcrest and again at I-35. So this live look showing us a lot of heavy machinery in the area. I mean, they've got a lot going on, and so no, this is not one of those things that is going to be clearing up here soon for you on your morning commute. We also have this issue on the northeast side. Remember that disabled vehicle on 1604? Well, there's actually an accident here westbound at Nacogdoches. 5 to 10 minute delay or so behind that. Rest of San Antonio has been fairly quiet. We are starting to see traffic pick up a little bit everywhere else as well. Photojournalist David Mendoza is on the ground in RoadCam, bringing us the latest developments on some of those issues. Good morning, David.
Hello and good morning. Right now I'm on 35 South waiting to take the Thousand Oaks exit so I can head on the frontage road and get onto 410 West. I gotta say, it's starting to look a little unfriendly out here with all the traffic and congestion because of these closures on 410. Hey, I drove 35 North too. It's closed to get onto the 410 westbound lanes. It's really significant. It's a very hard to deal with closure. It's confusing, it's disorienting. Just be aware, and if you need to get anywhere, leave a little bit early if you have to take this way. I'll touch base with you one more time before the end of the show. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks. Until then, that's the latest.
All right, Joy, thank you. Nearly a week since the government shutdown began, President Trump says he's open to working with Democrats on extending health care subsidies.
We have a negotiation going on right now with the Democrats that could lead to very good things. What kind of and I'm talking about good things with regard to health care.
Democratic leaders say the Trump administration has not reached out. An effort to fund the government failed in the Senate Monday evening. The Republican stopgap bill was rejected in a 52 to 42 vote. The Democrat proposal also failed by a vote of 45 to 50. President Trump says he will only negotiate with Democrats once the government is reopened.
Developing right now, 400 members of the Texas National Guard could be on their way to Oregon, Illinois, and other parts of the country after Governor Abbott said online that he fully authorizes the president to do so.
Tawny Davis joins us live now with the details on why some are calling this situation uncommon. Good morning, Tawny.
Good morning. So some retired military personnel say that while this decision may be controversial, the National Guard will perform their duties if summoned. So if you take a look at this photo, it shows it is a post from Governor Greg Abbott on X, which says, "The elite Texas National Guard ever ready, deploying now." Hundreds of members of the Texas National Guard could be deployed to cities like Chicago and Portland, even with a pending legal change. Governor Abbott said online it will ensure safety for federal officials, as he described as protests continue at immigration and customs enforcement facilities. Yesterday, Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker said President Donald Trump ordered 400 Texas National Guardsmen to be deployed to Illinois, Oregon, and other parts of the United States. Governor Abbott responded to Governor Pritzker's comment calling the move Trump's invasion, saying he fully authorized the president to call the National Guard up. Some retired military members are calling the move unusual.
If the question is it common to deploy the Guard for safety purposes? No, I don't think it's common.
On Monday, a federal judge temporarily blocked the deployment of any National Guards to units into Oregon. The state of Illinois and city of Chicago have filed lawsuits looking to stop the Trump administration from sending National Guardsmen into Chicago. So U.S. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth said in a memo that the Texas Guards mobilization would be effective immediately for an initial period of 60 days. Reporting live, I'm Tawny Davis. Back to you.
Emma Allen at the Live Desk. Attorney General Pam Bondi will testify before the Senate Judiciary Committee later today. She's expected to face questions about political influence over the department, as well as the indictment of former FBI Director James Comey. Democrats are likely to press Bondi on whether she can resist pressure from the president to charge perceived political opponents. Meanwhile, she and some Republicans accused the Biden administration of weaponizing the department in the past. This is the February confirmation hearing. That's the latest from the Live Desk.
Emma, thank you. New this morning, Medina County firefighters rescuing 2 people and a dog that were trapped inside of a burning house. This was on Teal Drive in Devine Sunday. Firefighters say there was heavy smoke coming from the front door and bedroom. 2 people were reportedly trapped inside. One was found unresponsive in the hallway, but was lifted to safety. That person was taken to SAMC's burn unit, but we're told should survive.
Right now, Crime Stoppers need your help finding the suspect who murdered the man on your screen, 33-year-old Robert Mateos. Back in July 1991, Robert Mateos was drinking beer on his front porch. He walked a few blocks from his house. Residents later found his body in the intersection of St. Anthony Avenue and East Highland Boulevard with several stab wounds. Now, if you have any information leading to an arrest, you may be eligible for up to an award of $5,000.
The community is in shock after a woman was shot and killed in her own driveway Sunday night on the northwest side. This morning, we are finding out Mayberry. Police say she was getting into her car when she was attacked by 3 suspects. Investigators say there was a white car parked just a few homes down. They believe that vehicle belonged to one of the suspects. Police say that one of them shot Kiana 3 times. She died later at the hospital. Neighbors say that Mayberry mostly kept to herself, but they would see her walking with her kids.
I called the police. I know a couple other people did too. But all I could hear was, like, I guess, the horrifying screams from the family and everything like that.
The suspects are still out there. If you know anything about this, please call police.
This morning, an arrest report giving new details about the murder of a 14-year-old walking home from school on the west side. This past April, police say Simon Cuevas was attacked by 5 teenagers. During the attack, the arrest affidavit states one of the teens pulled out a gun and shot Cuevas. He died at the scene. Over the weekend, one of the 5 turned himself in alongside his attorney. In the arrest report obtained by News 4, police say 18-year-old Andrew Cantu punched Cuevas first. In an exclusive interview, Cantu told News 4 that now was the time to turn himself in.
I'm turning myself in because there's a warrant for my arrest, and it's the right thing to do, and I'm choosing to do it.
Police have arrested 3 other teens in this case, 2 of them 14 and 16-year-old minors whose murder charges were downgraded to assault bodily injury. The other 18-year-old Fernando Flores, a 4th, Cesar Tiarina, killed himself after police tracked him down in Laredo.
About 10 minutes now before 7 a.m. It's been 1 year since Almas Park mother Suzanne Simpson disappeared. Her husband, Brad, charged with her murder. He's in jail right now. He was named the beneficiary and executor of her will. We've also learned that the family's home there in Almas Park sold for $1.2 million recently. Authorities have searched Bexar, Medina, and Kendall counties. They still have not found Suzanne's body. However, the prosecution has turned over tons of digital evidence like cell phones and laptops.
So physical evidence, you know, the things that people typically think about, like blood and DNA and footprints and fingerprints, and those things are still very important. But digital evidence is playing a much larger role in many cases, not just in this one.
Witness testimony, though, will also be critical. Law enforcement has already spoken to Suzanne's banker, who said that Suzanne once told her to look for her in a lake if she ever went missing. Brad Simpson also reportedly asked someone in Bernie where the nearest dump was. This could be obviously, both could be key witnesses at trial, which is set to begin February 13th.
Now your certified most accurate 4-zone weather with meteorologist Jeannette Calle.
It is a very hot, just sort of morning so far.
Not feeling like fall for sure this morning.
Have a taco and feel better.
Yeah.
That's what you need to do.
Put a smile on your face.
Yes, National Taco Day.
A cold taco.
Warm and humid this morning, and that's going to linger all day. But tomorrow, late in the day, at least the humidity will drop, and then later this week.
When's this cold front coming?
As it's a less hot front, cool front. It's not.
That's Perfect.
It's not going to get cold, but we'll see a change in air masses. And what's going to bring the change? Yes, it's a weak front. It's across North Texas right now. It'll slowly move towards the south. And that's what's going to usher in the drier air that will lower the humidity later this week. Only a little bit of rain possible. 20% rain chance today, 10% tomorrow. Now, it's not a highly impactful front, but let's take a look at some of the impacts. Looks like it's going to come through tomorrow in the afternoon. Temperature-wise, low impact, 3 to 7 degree. Change in the coming days, in the mornings, that is. Afternoons, though, will stay in the upper 80s to near 90 degrees. Very low impact on the wind gusts. The humidity, that's where the impact gets a little higher, and very little to no rain. So the impacts on the rain chance, very low. Clouds and radar, we are seeing some cloudiness out there this morning, and that's because of the air being more saturated due to that stronger flow off the Gulf. Winds increasing from the southeast ahead of the front. There goes the front just north of Dallas. It is helping to trigger some rain around the Panhandle, but notice that on the northern end of the front, the rain is more widespread. It's heavier. Showers and storms from the Tennessee Valley to the Ohio Valley, including the eastern Great Lakes, and that's all drifting off towards the east. As we go through the day, we are going to see a mix of sun and clouds, just an isolated shower or two possible, rain chance at 20% for all of the zones between 2 and 6. Tomorrow in the morning, we'll see some scattered clouds, and then in the afternoon, once the front comes in, there could be a shower in spots. Otherwise, looking at partly sunny skies. The much drier air comes in on Thursday, and that's going to be more noticeable as we go into Thursday night, Friday morning. In the tropics, want to start off with the Atlantic because this will likely become Jerry. It's a tropical wave that has a very high chance of development. It's going to be moving off towards the northwest. Could have impacts on Puerto Rico down the road. Towards the Bay of Campeche, that has just a 10% chance of development. Looks like that's headed towards the east coast of Mexico. On the other side of Mexico, this is what will become the next named storm following a similar path to Hurricane Priscilla. For the rest of this Tuesday, taking you through the day, partly sunny. We'll see a 10 to 20% rain chance between 2 and 6. Temperatures will be in the mid to upper 70s until about 9 a.m. and then we're in the low 80s by 11, mid 80s at noon. This afternoon, low 90s, upper 80s in the hill country. October 18th through the 20th, that's when we're going to follow a stronger cold front, and hopefully that makes it here. If it does, that means fall weather for us, so we'll have to watch after the 17th. In the meantime, as that drier air comes in, sunshine Thursday, Friday, including this weekend, 66 Friday morning here, 63 in the morning for Saturday and Sunday, and then upper 80s in the afternoon. Here's the extended forecast for the other 3 zones. Slight rain chance for all of us today, 10% tomorrow, then it's dry and sunny.
We've got cranes out there. We've got almost every piece of heavy machinery I know trying to get this work done on Loop 410. In the meantime, this is a major shutdown on the northeast side of San Antonio. It's between Starcrest and I-35. Already starting to see that congestion building and continuing to build throughout the morning. Don't forget about that accident here on the northeast side as well, blocking one lane on Loop 1604 westbound at Nacogdoches. About a 10-minute delay behind that. Traffic is stretching back to I-35. I-35 itself has seen construction from overnight clear out. Rest of San Antonio getting busier. Photojournalist David Mendoza is live from RoadCam. He joins us now. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Not too much progress since we last spoke. I'm on the frontage road of 35 South and Thousand Oaks. If you look in front of me, there are cars everywhere. It's a total mess out here. Not too much to say besides buckle up and drive safe. Leave early if you have to, because it's a mess out here. I'll leave you with that. Drive safe. Have a great Tuesday, and back to you.
Happy Tuesday, David. That's the latest with your on-time traffic.
Emma Allen at the live desk. We are learning more this morning about the skydiving instructor killed over the weekend in Tennessee off Ashland City Highway just west of Nashville. He was believed to have fallen from the sky without a parachute. The instructor has been identified as 35-year-old Justin Fuller from Murfreesboro. Police say Fuller and a 46-year-old skydiving student became stuck on the side of the plane they were jumping out of. Fuller was separated from that student and fell from the sky. Later that day, officials found Fuller dead in a wooded area off the highway. Nashville officials ultimately found and rescued that student who was part of that jump. His emergency parachute deployed and he was found lodged in a tree. The Nashville Fire Department said rescuers used used several ladders to reach the skydiver, who was awake, alert, and in stable condition after being suspended for hours. He was brought down by a pulley system. The incident involved a jump coordinated by Go Skydive Nashville. The company is saying in a statement this was a tragic loss of life, and it's cooperating with the investigation. That's the latest from the Live Desk.
This week's Taco Tuesday is a bit extra special because today is National Taco Day. And as we all know, no one does tacos like San Antonio. You can stuff a taco with, take your pick. Beef, chicken, fish, guacamole. You top it off with tomatoes and cheese. There's all kinds of things, obviously. Here's a fun little fact. That taco you see on your screen right there sells for $25,000 at a resort in Las Vegas. Yeah, it's because it's got those little flecks of gold on the top. The place there is called Gran Velas Los Cabos. It's infused with gold. You got to stay at the presidential suite. It doesn't matter. Nobody's going to do that because that's dumb. But what's not dumb is eating tacos on National Taco Day. All kinds of deals out there. Go find you one. Earlier, by the way, we've been asking you, what's your favorite? Do you like hard tacos or soft? What do we got voting wise? Go ahead and vote for soft, Jamie. Boom.